Hello, everyone, and I hope all is well. Today, I'd like to share with you a snippet of my first book, Before the Envelope. Summer is here, and it's time for staycations and vacation. And this is a great, short, romantic suspense book that you might want to read over your time away from work. In the Possibility Center, Candy's Fisher heart was beating a mile a minute. She leaned on the front desk and whispered to the receptionist, "Miss Laura, we need to pray for Selma. It looks like she's about to have a nervous breakdown." The urgency in Candy's quivering voice made the pretty plump woman turn around quickly. She looked at Selma, sprawled out on the leather couch. Her skin had turned the colors like gray skies on a gloomy day. There was no one in the spacious lobby but the three of them. Miss Laura rolled her brown eyes, shook her head side to side, and popped her thin lips. Mm, mm, mm. "Okay, I'll pray for Selma," she said. For Selma, prayer did change things, but not in the way Candy expected it to. Praying for Selma seemed to have backfired. It was the beginning of a nightmare at 333 Clark Avenue. Candy wanted Selma to be well. But later, she found out that Selma didn't want her to be well at all. So take a sip of whatever you're drinking, because I'm about to tell you what happened that Friday morning in 2006. Feeling a little groggy, Candy crawled out of bed around 7 a.m. She was tired because she stayed up late doing Lord knows what. But that didn't stop her from kneeling to pray. The side of her head rested on the king-size mattress, straddled by her arms. She closed her eyes and prayed. "Lord, I want to thank you for waking me up this morning and starting me on my way." Then she rushed to the bathroom, plodded down on the toilet, and peed a river like she did every morning. This petite lady was precise when it came down to certain things, such as weighing herself. She placed a white scale on the black line of the bathroom yellow floor, first with one wide foot and then the other. She stepped onto the scale. Her eyes lit up like a Christmas tree when she saw the numbers, but she wasn't sure if they were correct. So she stepped off the scale and then back on, standing still like the Statue of Liberty. The numbers were the same. Smiling on the inside, she put the scale under the full-length mirror where it would sit until the following Friday when she would weigh herself again. She walked through the little dining room and into the kitchen, where she opened a cabinet drawer, pulled out a pen, and wrote her weight on a calendar she kept nailed to the white kitchen wall. Then she reached quickly into the bottom of the wooden cabinet and pulled out a small iron pot to boil 2 eggs. She better hurry if she wanted a hot breakfast. She poured a half cup of plain instant oatmeal and a whole cup of soy milk into a blue china bowl and put it in the microwave. Then poured a big cup of water, drank some of it, and set the rest in the sink in the bathroom. In the shower, Candy let the steaming hot water run all over her body. She loved how it felt against her caramel colored skin. She could have stayed there all day, except she needed to be at work in about an hour. Maybe the reason she loved water so much was because she was born in March, under the sign of the fish. Except she couldn't swim like one. Best she could do was sink like a rock. Candy's friend Blanche Wade could attest to Candy's swimming adventures. The two met in the 7th grade and in a short time were inseparable. They lived around the corner from each other and were two peas in a pod. They had the same taste in clothing, and on many occasions they would shop separately and come back with the same thing or something similar. Their mannerisms were the same. Candy's sister, the one that was born after her, used to shake her head and say, "Y'all think y'all are cute." Their friends would laugh and say, "We are cute." Candy and Blanche were sisters from another mother. They were the Bobbsey twins. Throughout school, they were in many classes together, including the swimming class. 23 years later, Blanche still laughs every time she talks about the swimming class of 1979. It was their first year in high school, 10th grade. Laughing so hard she could barely finish the sentence, Blanche said, "Can, can." Remember how scared you were when we had to put her head in the water? Being a good sport, Candy chuckled a little, but she didn't think it was that funny. It was true. She was afraid to put her head in the water. But it was more than that. If her natural dark, thick hair got wet first thing in the morning, she would have to walk through the halls with shrunk up hair, looking like who done it and ran. She had a crush on a few cute boys, and Lord knows she didn't want them to see her looking like that. Thank you.